The name is G. Monty G. Bang! Hey everyone, Monty G here. Yes, it is time to do another tag video. I haven't done a tag video in a while, and this time we're going to do something special. Yes, it is the James Bond tag. Now, this tag was created by my good buddy Sean Erschen from the Horror Corner. Sorry, Sean, you know I can't stop doing that. Now, I was actually tagged by my good friend Brad from Bronco Juggalo Loves Movies. I saw Sean's tag. I saw Sean's video when he created the tag. I saw Brad's video. And of course, Brad asked me would I like to do this video. And of course, I love to do this video. Now, when it comes to James Bond is one of my favorite franchise movies, not horror related. I believe the first James Bond movie I saw might have been Goldfinger, probably because of the actress who, I forget her name, I think her name is Shirley Lipton, if I'm not mistaken. On the posters, her whole body is painted in gold, and that caught my attention. Now, of course, I believe that was the fourth or fifth James Bond movie, if I'm not mistaken. And been watching Bond ever since. I've seen all the James Bond films, started from Dr. No all the way to Spectre. And can't wait for the next James Bond movie, No Time to Die. Hopefully, with COVID-19 coming out, it might come out this year. I think it got pushed back again, or it might come out next year. But enough daddling around. Let's go on ahead and do the James Bond tag. Now, they are 13 questions here, and we're going to start off with question number 1. Favorite James Bond gadget. Now, of course, thanks to our good friend Q, we've seen a lot of gadgets come up the way in the James Bond film, but one of my favorite ones is the rocket pack from Thunderball, because you would not think of a rocket pack in that time period when this film first came out. So I really thought that was a unique decision to come up with the rocket pack. So favorite James Bond gadget is the rocket pack from Thunderball. Okay, question number 2. Favorite James Bond villain. Now, we've had lots of good villains along the way. A lot of people more likely will pick Goldfinger because he's known as one of the best villains. But I, of course, like to go across the beaten path. And I'm going to go with Francisco Scaramanga, played by the great late Christopher Lee, with from the Man with the Golden Gun. Yes, I had to go there. Number 3 is pretty simple. Favorite James Bond car is the Aston Martin. No need to go any further. Next. Question 4. Favorite actor to portray James Bond. Now, a lot of people are going with George Lazenby because he only played the role once. But I'm going to go with Pierce Brosnan. I believe, and I'm pretty sure no one probably doesn't know the story, he was destined to play James. He was supposed to pick up after Roger Moore retired from A View from a Kill. Fortunately, he was tied up in the TV show Remington Steele, and they would not let him go for his contract. Hence, that's why he did not star in The Living Daylights. That was given to Timothy Dalton when they couldn't get Pierce Brosnan. Eventually, Brosnan would finally get the role of James Bond in GoldenEye. As you can see, he was very well rated to play the role. So my favorite actor to play James Bond is Pierce Brosnan. Question number 5, we have favorite Bond girl. Now, we have a lot of great Bond girls, but I'm going to go with something, again, off the beaten path, and that is Wei Lin, played by Michelle Yeoh in Tomorrow Never Dies, mainly because that even though she's not one of the most attractive women in the Bond girls, but she can kick ass, she does her own stunts. She's still a very attractive woman for her age, but I just like the fact that she does a great job being a Bond girl. And so my favorite Bond girl is Wei Lin. Question number 6, favorite action scenes in a James Bond film. Now, this is very difficult because we've seen some great stunts throughout the Bond series, especially when we get into the more modern times, especially with GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and of course some of the action scenes we saw in the Daniel Craig era. But my favorite stunt comes from The Man with the Golden Gun, when Roger Moore, James Bond, is in the car with the sheriff from the previous movie, and they have to cross this bridge that's broken, and the car does a nice 360. It's a nice stunt. that they did. And of course, my favorite line when the sheriff says, "You're not thinking about doing that," and Bond says, "I sure am, boy." I just love it. Question number 7, favorite plot from a James Bond film. I believe it has to go with Goldfinger, with Goldfinger trying to contaminate the U.S. bullion depository in Fort Knox because it's a great way. Because most people think that a man and the way he is, Goldfinger, he's obsessed with gold. You would think he wants to steal it. No, he doesn't want to steal it. He wants to contaminate it. So that's a great, unique plot right there. So definitely Goldfinger for question number 7. Question number 8, who will you pick to be the next James Bond actor? Now, rumor has it that the next Bond film, No Time to Die, might be Daniel Craig's last film to play James Bond. There's been highly speculation of certain actors that could play it. I believe there's Michael Hedman from Game of Thrones, Tom Hiddleston, I think even Henry Cavill. All those actors is they're pretty good, but it's time to have a black man play James Bond, and we're no better actor than Idris Elba. Yes, I would love to see that carry on, especially what's going on in the world today. It would be nice to see the first black man to play James Bond. So love to see Idris Elba to pick up the role. Question number 9, what is your favorite James Bond movie? Now, this was actually pretty interesting question right here because I believe my favorite James Bond movie was originally going to be The Spy Who Loved Me because I actually liked that movie. But then came GoldenEye. That was going to be my favorite Bond's movie. And then came Skyfall. And that was a very nice, good movie. I liked the villain. I liked the plot line. It was sad that, Judith Dench was her last time playing M. And I like what they did with the character. I like the whole entire plot scene. So my favorite James Bond film is Skyfall. Question number 10. What is the most underrated James Bond film? And I think most everyone has picked this one, and I picked this too, on Her Majesty's Secret Services. And again, George Lazenby, he was his only time that he played James Bond. He actually said that he would only play the role once. It's an interesting film. We have Telly Savalas playing Blofeld. He gets married. He falls in love, he gets married, something we never expect Bond to do based upon how the character is. And unfortunately, she gets killed by Blofeld at the end of the scene. It was played by Diana Rigg, and truly loved that movie. It was a shame what happened at the end, too. But yeah, most underrated James Bond film is Her Majesty's Secret Service. Question number 11, what is the worst James Bond film? Now, some people pick Moonraker, and I can understand why, because it was a crazy plot. It was during that time where, sometime during the Roger Moore era, we had these real crazy villains that wanted to take over the world, from, I think it was The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, and A View to a Kill. And I feel as though that's when some of the plots were getting a bit ridiculous. But the worst one, I believe, is A View to a Kill, because I really didn't like Christopher Walken. He was the guy of Max Zorin, I believe. I did like the theme song. I did like seeing Grace Jones as Mayday, but I think one of the biggest problems was you can see that Roger Moore's age was really showing up in this movie, and they tried their best to cover it up in some of the scenes, and you can tell that his time had come, and I thought it would have been best to have already recast the role. So, worst James Bond film is A View to a Kill. Question number 12, favorite theme song in a Bond film. Now, we've had plenty of great theme songs from Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die, Carrie Simon's uh, Nobody Does It Better. You have Tina Turner's Golden Eye. You got Garbage and The World's Not Enough. Madonna, To Die Another Day. You have plenty of great Bond theme songs, but of course my favorite is Skyfall by Adele. Yes, I even have it on my playlist too. And the final question, question 13, favorite line in a James Bond film. Now, a lot of people will probably say that their favorite line in the James Bond film is, of course, where he says, Bond, James Bond. But no, my favorite line is when James Bond is strapped up in the chair. He's got the gold laser striking down and he's about to slice him in half. And he tells Goldfinger what What Goldfinger do? Expect me to talk? And Goldfinger says, "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." It's a great line. I love it. So there you have it. That is the James Bond tag. I want to thank Sean for creating that tag, and I want to thank Brad for tagging me. And now it's time for me to tag a couple people who I believe would love to do this. And of course, I will tag my great sexy rare witch, Queenie Todd. If you're willing to do this tag, Queenie, guess what? You've been tagged by Grandpa Horror. And one person I know who would love to do this tag, and that's my good friend Random Ross. That's right, you've been tagged by the Horror Miser Monty G. So I expect you to do this one, Ross. I believe you'll have a great time doing this. And of course, what I always do is that if you're watching this video, you can go ahead and do the tag. Just make sure you give my friend Sean Erschen from the Horror Corner credit for doing this, because this is his tag. And so that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. And all my social media links will be in the description box below as well. I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.